Welcome to GCCars, my name is Eric, and today we're going to take a highway POV test drive in this 2022 MINI Cooper Countryman SE. That's the plug-in hybrid version, and in this POV test drive we are going to test the assist systems that MINI offers in this Countryman and just go for a relaxed little drive. But before we do that, make sure to check out my full review in the top right hand corner if you want to know all my thoughts about this MINI Cooper Countryman. There we talk about the interior, the exterior, we drive plenty and see if it's worth the money that MINI wants for it. That being said, maybe we can do a slight tiny little mini send. Let's put it into sport. Nothing too fancy, but we might be able to do a handling test. Just gotta watch out, we have a car up ahead that has no headlights on. So, always wanna be a little mindful of that, right? And yeah, well, at least you can see the brake light, that's something. Let's go. Bit of rotation from the rear motors, the rear motor singular, but unfortunately, if you want to push more than this was pretty easy push, right? If you want to push more than this wherever you are, you do need to really deactivate traction control, because it steps in extremely quickly, and you will notice that you don't really have any feedback in your steering wheel. And I am very amused that Mr. BMW has been tailgating me on the straights, has not been following me through the corner, because he can only give you a fast and straight. Anyhow, my pettiness aside, let's try and see how well this thing does in terms of its assist system. Starting off with the lane departure warning that we have here. We can just show you what we have. Actually, I don't know where it's buried right now. So already it's happening, it's vibrating my steering wheel, so it will not interfere, as you can see. It'll just drift out, but it'll vibrate my steering wheel pretty violently. It's like, hey, watch out, they're, you know, you're diverting outside of the lane. So that works pretty well. Unfortunately, no lane, like, assist in terms of, like, it's steering us back, no lane centering assist. And then we also have adaptive cruise control. So let's set this up. This also always resets itself to the highest possible distance. Let's go up to the car up ahead. Let's see if it can figure out that there's a car. Even though, oh, they finally put on the lights. Oh, there you go. Thought it might just be brake lights, but no, it's actual tail lights. So let's see how well that goes. Set up the adaptive cruise control. That's a little higher than they are driving. We've got a bit of braking up ahead, so we should be running into the distance here. And now the MINI is slowing down very smoothly, so though, so it doesn't just abruptly go back. Not a little speedy on the acceleration, but certainly appropriate, I would say. And is there a car up ahead? Not really right now, but that is totally fine, because we've seen what we wanted to see, and that is a smooth braking once it recognizes the car in front and notices, oh, okay, we're kind of starting to run into the distance, and a relatively smooth and I would say appropriate acceleration once the path up front was clear again. So let's see what happens here. We're driving our desired speed, and the RAV4 up ahead is just coming up into our sights, into the distance. Actually, it's just keeping out of the distance. He's keeping that speed limit, but Mr. CRV up in front is not. So sooner rather than later we will be slowed down, and then we'll see the MINI probably reacting very well once again. Go. We have a higher speed differential this time around, but still very smooth braking. Please stay in your lane. Mr. Lexus also doesn't have lane departure assist, as you can see, or at least doesn't have it activated. And once the lane is free up ahead, it accelerates again. Very nice. We don't have many systems, but those that we do have work very well, and we also have emergency front braking, which for obvious reasons I'm not going to demonstrate to you. But that's kind of the most important system. Anyhow, I'm just gonna stay quiet for a minute or two so you guys and girls and everything in between can see and hear how it is to drive this Countryman on the highway, and I'll chime in back after that. Let's turn off the lights too, so you have the authentic experience. Okay, but I think I've shown you everything that there is to show here on the highway, and I just want to thank you very much for watching. Somewhere on your screen right now you will see the full review if you want to check that out, but we also have 2 more PV test drives. One is just a regular PV test drive out on the countryside where we test kind of the different driving modes and drive it in full electric and just kind of like mixed and in only combustion engine. And then we have one at night where we test the headlights and the high beams as well. But like I said, all my thoughts on the full review, and if you like the video, please make sure to like and subscribe, because the more subscribers I have, range 90 kilometers, yes, the more subscribers I have, the cooler the cars I can show you every single week. Anyhow, thanks so much for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you next one. Thank you and goodbye.